After the last ice age in 8000 BC, the ice began to melt, and people started to settle in many different river valleys. Different valleys were the most likely spot for them to settle because they had fertile land. One of those river valleys was Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia is a land between two prominent rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates. Mesopotamia in Greek means the land between two rivers. One of these first people started to settle the area in 5900 BC, and they were called the Sumerians. These people and their societies, these people formed societies that slowly turned into cities. Cities like Nippur, Larsa, Urk, Eridu, Isin, Sippar, Ur, and Lagash. In these cities, overall, the Sumerians, because of competition between the different cities, made a lot of remarkable achievements, such as, one of them is the wheel. The other one is writing. Sumerians are credited for inventing writing in order to keep records of their daily life. And commercial stuff, like how much sheep is in the city and all that. The rivalry between the cities made them prominent to fighting, but also trading. They traded a lot of stuff. They traded like crazy. Besides trading, the Sumerians believed that their well-being and their daily life was up to the gods. That the gods really decided if they're gonna be alive. They said about their well-being, if they're gonna be alive, if they're gonna deliver crops, will the crops succeed or will they fail? Will they stay alive or will they die of starvation? It was up to them if it came to their survival. Another area where civilizations started to pop up was Egypt. People started to settle around the Nile River when they realized about its capabilities and benefits that it offered. The Nile River was navigable, it was easy to navigate, it was also very fertile, and floods were very manageable, and it was basically chill, I guess you can say. The river was chill, and therefore many societies started to pop up. And people that we now call Egyptians started to settle and basically work the land. Egyptians are probably the most well-known ancient people to us, as they pop up in our popular media. We probably heard about a lot. We probably heard about pyramids or mummies or other stuff like that. They made a lot of achievements, and I'll talk about them more in the future. The second to last civilization that I'm going to talk about is the Indus River Valley civilization that formed around the Indus River, as the name suggests. People started to settle around the river. and societies started to pop up. That's crazy. The two most well-known cities of this civilization that formed around the river was Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. These cities, to this day, were very. These cities, even to our standards, were very sophisticated for their time, as the cities had sewage systems that basically got all the crap out of the city. You know, all the stuff, all the waste, all the stuff that was not needed. Basically, it took care of. You know, it took care of all the stuff that they didn't need in the cities. They also had like air cooling systems. They had like openings in their buildings, which allowed for fresh air to come in and like cool them off a bit. And surprisingly, at this time, they're pretty peaceful. From what we can tell, archaeologists haven't found any weapons in the area. And therefore, the possibility of them getting wrecked by war is quite low. The most likely theory for their demise was that either a flood came or some other natural disaster that basically just wiped them off. Or maybe a different force. The other theory suggests that a different force from the Iranian steppes came down upon people of the Indus River Valley civilization called the Aryans, or the Aryans, that basically went straight through them, steamrolled through them, and migrated to India. On their migration to India, completely wrecked and sacked their cities to the point that barely remains of them are left today.